Southside guy checking in one time for the one. You know how we do. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's a little blurry out here. Sunny as god damn. We needed some sun though. It's been raining. Real blurry. It's ugly out here for a minute. So I'm back on my Transporter Grizzly grind right now. Dump truck is down. Contemplating whether or not I'm going to get it fixed. Whether I'm going to trade it in. Who knows, yo? But either way, man, the hustle got to continue on. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make the money, don't let the money make you feel me? Just stay consistent. Somebody had asked me to do a video on, actually a couple people left a comment asking me about, they're thinking about purchasing a dump truck, and they kind of wanted some advice on whether or not they should maybe get a used truck or get a new truck. And you know, it just kind of depends. Right now, I think for me, one thing you got to do is make sure you get enough contacts, do a lot of networking, which is what I did. You know what I'm saying? So before I even got my truck, I had things in place, but what I didn't know was how much work I was going to be, you know, getting. You know what I'm saying? So I went the route of getting a used truck, roughly about $60,000. It was in and out the shop quite a couple times throughout the year. And when I totaled up my expenses as a result of two breakdowns and such and maintenance, I spent about $30,000. So that's a lot of money. So what I would say for me, like if I was to do it over, I would get a newer truck. Now my truck that I had didn't have a warranty on it. And now that I'm in the game and kind of understanding how these warranties work, like right now we're in 2023, so unless I get a truck that's 2020 or newer, anything 2019 typically ain't gonna have a warranty. You might get a 3 or 5 year warranty. So between 2018 to 2023 or 2020 to 2023, outside of that, you ain't gonna find a used truck that's gonna give you a warranty, bumper to bumper, engine and none of that. Now, I was looking into getting another truck, which I just found not too long ago. Had 87,000 miles on it, and it had the 3 year, 150,000 mile warranty remaining. That's a good deal, in my opinion. They wanted like 165 for it. So, like I'm saying, like, if I was to recommend anything, it's kind of depending on what you can afford to do. If you know the work is going to be there, like right now, I know the work is going to be there. So it's like, do I spend this amount of money, which is kind of ridiculous, when I got to keep putting it in the shop? Because, you know, if the wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. Or do I just pay the bank? Because if I'm paying the bank and my truck is under warranty, I feel like my truck is going to be running more so than none. Because even if I break down, I don't have to worry about that astronomical expense. Because right now, my expenses when it comes to these breakdowns become a little astronomical. So on the flip side, if you can buy a new truck or something fairly new that still has the warranty in place, I would say do that, especially if you know you got the work coming. And I'm gonna say that because on average, and also going to depend on your credit and how much you decide to put down. So I'm just gonna say on average though, you might spend $3,000 a month on your truck note, $3,500. You know what I mean? Like I say, depending on your credit, how much you putting down and such. You know what I'm saying? On top of your insurance, which can run you anywhere from 15 to 2,000 or something. You know what I mean? Depending on your driving record and other factors. These are just variables. These ain't, accurate numbers or numbers. You know what I mean? Everybody can get a different insurance quote and get a better deal, but I'm just trying to get you a roundabout ball figure. So let's just say $3,000 for the truck payment for something newer, and let's just say $2,000 for insurance. So you're looking at $5,000 note when it comes to your note and insurance. So hypothetically, like I said before, the dump truck game, you can probably make about $800 or more a day, before your expenses. So, $600, let's just say keep it at $800. I try to stay under $200 a day in fuel, so let's just say we at $200. So now you're at $600 a day, right? Multiply that times 5, that's $3,000 right there. See what I'm saying? If you get a good week and you work 6 days, $3,600. And that's just in 1 week. So you almost got the amount of money for your truck note and your car insurance. But here's the kicker to the dump truck game. You can work day and night. So say you get a truck, you run it day and night. You got one truck, you running that truck day, you run that truck at night. Of course, you're gonna have to put a driver in there, so that's a whole nother discussion when it comes to payroll and such. But if you put a driver in there, you run it day and night, whatever. Now you go from $800 a day to potentially $1,600 a day before expenses. You see what I'm saying? So if you ran a dump truck, let's just say 3 times, three days in a week, and you ran it day shift, night shift, 3 days, $1,600 each day. You do the math. You got basically 6 shifts. So it'll come up to basically the same thing. 8 times 6, that's $4,800. Say you spend $800 in fuel that week, that's $4,000. I mean, you're still close to the amount that it would take to cover your cost of the note and the insurance. Now, that may not be a route you want to take, because at the end of the day, I mean, $4,000 for a truck note, $5,000 for a truck note, and insurance is a lot of money. You definitely got to make sure you're running that truck. But like I say, on the upside of things, is if you know you got contractors, if you know you got work, it's just a matter of doing the math and understanding how to minimize your expenses at the end of the day. Because every job is not going to be the best job. I mean, you can go on a job and make $1,000, but you might spend $250 a day on that fuel expense. And it depends on where you're actually traveling to, your driving time, and things of that nature. As opposed to, you might go on an hourly job, you might not do that much driving. You might do a lot of sitting. You might not gross $1,000 that day. You might gross $800-900, but you might only spend $1,000 in fuel. You might only spend $100 in fuel or less. So you might net $800 versus grossing $1,000, spending $250, and only netting $750. And then you put on more mileage on your truck. So it's ways to make money. It's just about figuring out what's going to work for you. So right now, I suggest, this is me, I'm going with newer. And I also watched the video of this one guy, this truck, I forgot, I wish I could shout him out, but it's neither here nor there at this moment. But he was speaking in terms of He got good credit. He go in the dealership, no money down. He buy new. He keep the trucks for 2-3 years. He trade them back in and keep leasing them out. That's not a bad option. As long as you're generating the income, you feel me? It's about what your goal is. Because, I mean, when it comes to these dump trucks, there's a lot of wear and tear. I mean, trust me, you on road, you off road. I mean, there's a lot of goddamn bouncing up and down, clickety clacks and all that shit. You gotta deal with the dump bed. You gotta deal with asphalt, diesel fluid. You got so much shit to deal with. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, dump trucks take a beating. That's why they so expensive. I mean, you can make the money. Trust me. But like I say, it's a matter of knowing what's going to work best for you in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, if you got a good amount of money, you know, maybe stashed away, if you got a credit line and you got, you know, I would say at least $20,000 for maintenance and breakdowns off the rip, then I mean, you might could go ahead and buy an older truck. Just be prepared for, you know, things to happen. Because even in a newer truck, things are going to happen. I mean, I'm driving a new truck right now, 2023. Shit breaks down. You feel me? So it's part of the game. Before I started driving, I was in the automotive industry. I used to tell customers, I said, look, they used to come in there and say, oh, I'm going to get rid of this car and I'm just going to buy a new car. Yeah, you can buy a new car, but you still got to do the maintenance on a new car. You feel me? That old car, you're going to do maintenance just as well as a new car. That old car just might be paid for and you ain't got a car note. So when it comes to trucks, you know, hey, you want to pay the truck note? Or you want to pay the maintenance and the truck note? Because either way, you got to pay maintenance. Either way. You feel me? But if you got the work and you do the math, you know, you ain't going, you know, it's hard to tell you how you want to scale up, and it just depends on, you know, what you want to do. I've been shopping around for dump trucks lately, and there's a lot of people that's been scaling down. I mean, I had dealerships telling me, you know, one guy went down from 21 trucks, he's getting it down to 4. You know what I mean? Another guy, I was looking at trucks, he had about 50 of them, and he was just trying to downsize, and, you know, he was offering the warranty. So those are things that you want to look for. Like I say, if you got the money to drop on repairs, then I mean, you can go old. But if I had to do it all over again, and I'm gonna just keep it funky, I had an option of getting a 2018. Before I purchased my dump truck, I was looking at 3 trucks, but I had a 2018. They wanted 118 for it. The 2008, which is about, I paid about 60 grand for it. Looking back, I'd have went with the 2018. It had the warranty. Although I got a warranty with the truck that I did purchase, it was aftermarket warranty. Those aftermarket warranties ain't shit. Shout out to True North Warranty. Bunch of motherfuckers. True North Warranty. Do not deal with True North Warranty. Shout out to True North. Because all y'all do is take motherfuckers' money. I would not recommend the aftermarket warranty company with nothing. No cars. If they call y'all, talk about put a warranty, nothing. No. If it ain't the dealership or manufacturer's warranty, don't fuck with it, because all they doing is taking your money. Their goal is to try to decline or deny your claim. They want your money. They're going to take your money and try to figure out a way to deny your claim. So fuck True North Warranty. So back like I was saying, man, like I would go the route of getting a newer truck. Try to get the warranty if you can. And if all else fails, write that shit off. And if you don't know, I just came across this shit like last month. For real. There's a section or deduction 179. Look into that. Because when you purchase a vehicle over 6,000 pounds, I think it got a gross GVWR maximum rating though, so I'm not sure, but I'm trying to look into that whole section 179, whatever that shit is, tax write-off. It's something that got to do with if you purchase some equipment and you use it 50% of your business, you're eligible to write off up to $1 million, something like that. So if anybody know anything about that, leave a comment, because I'm looking into that, because I'm trying to write off as much shit as possible. But I ain't gonna make this video too much longer. Like I say, I would recommend buying a newer truck, something within, 3-5 years. That's me personally. Unless you get a great deal on something older, you know what I mean? Unless you got some money stashed away, which I recommend. And definitely find a good mechanic. Find a good mechanic. But alright, man, that's it for this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the video, subscribe to my channel. We out.